Jared Foster's sister, Kim. And, Jared, I don't know if you're listening now. I know you'll be listening eventually. Thoughts and prayers are with you. Damage 365, always a big supporter of you and Glitz and Glamour. We're very big fans of you guys. And, we wish you the best. And we're always here for you. And your fans are there for you. And, as much as, you're the heel at wrestling and you like to tell everybody to shut up, people still love you, If they don't boo people, they don't know. Let's put it that way. So, coming out of intermission, we had two big matches. It saw Aaron Bradley versus the Adam Chandler, the Great. And he was accompanied by his manager, Jack Blaze. Bradley was victorious with the sunset flip roll-up over Adam Chandler. And Adam Bradley was victorious, the match coming out of intermission. And a very, very, I don't want to say small show, but a very short show. We were actually shocked that it was over as quick as it was. I don't know if that's, we'll learn D2W, that's the way they are. They're 2 hours, 2.5 hours, boom, done. Or is because of the unfortunate, change of scheduling that the matches had to be changed around. But regardless, great show. This main event was awesome as well. It was Chris Johnson and the tag team champions Red Hot Asylum taking on the Illusionists Damian Adams and the Down Boys Steven and Tony. And Damian Adams and the Down Boys were victorious as both Anthony and Steven of the Down Boys super kicked Steve off, and down he went, and the victorious pin on Steve off, member of Hot Asylum, and the Down Boys and Damian Adams were victorious, closing out this past Friday's show in Wharton, New Jersey for D2W. A great show. We had a lot of fun. I was in attendance along with JT and Jen. We had a good show, and we like to thank the Jersey Devil and Damian Adams for having us. We like to thank Glitz and Glamour and the Down Boys for extending the invite and giving a word to the men in charge that we were going to be there. We got to see some great wrestling, a lot of entertainment. We were sitting next to David Adams, who's always entertaining, especially when you put a microphone in front of him. He did play-by-play, which my camera was next to him, so we picked up his play-by-play on our footage. We're probably going to run the footage through YouTube, and it'll be posted on our Facebook page, again, facebook.com /Damage365, or on our YouTube page, youtube.com /Damage365 archives. All one word, no spaces, no underlines, no nothing. But, we're going to make plans to try to be back at Wharton, New Jersey next month for another D2W. That would be Friday, February 6th in Wharton, New Jersey, 8 o'clock. And we're definitely going to try to make it. Like we said, going into this year, we're going to try to make as many shows as we can. Try, especially some new shows here and there. We have we want to extend our base, not only fan base, but we want to get our name out there so we can help promote. We just promoted 2KW. We're promoting D2W, Valkyrie, UWA Elite, Warriors of Wrestling, Superstars of Wrestling. We'll continue to support JCW and the shows they put out. Whether it's on our Facebook page or on the show. So independent wrestling is at a very, very high right now, folks. And we definitely want you to be a part of it. Wherever you are in the state of New Jersey or the state of New York, get out there. Watch some wrestling. I mean, Warriors of Wrestling is in Staten Island. Many people, they don't know much about Staten Island other than there's a lot of traffic and there's a ton of people and everybody stereotypes that everybody in Staten Island's Italian. So, but right now we want to welcome in our guest for today. She is Deonna Purrazzo. Welcome to the show.
Hi, how are you? Thanks for having me.
Okay, just wanted to make sure the volume's up enough for you. So, all right, we got to see you live and in person this past Friday in Wharton, New Jersey for D2W. We just recapped the show, and we were able to tell the fans out there that you put on a good show, but you were on the short end of the stick. But without, there was some outside distraction and interference. Will there be a Purrazzo Kane 6?
A what?
A part 6. Will there be a match number 6?
Oh, a part 6. Yeah, we're going to do next month at the same place, the Wharton American Legion. It's going to be a mixed tag match. So it's Ryan Johnson and Debbie Kane versus Damian Adams and myself.
Damian Adams being your trainer, your instructor, your teacher.
Yes.
So that should be a little. It could be a little intimidating, but exciting, I would think, at the same time.
Yeah, it's great because at training, we train so much, and I've always gotten to work with him. He's really kind of taken me under his wing and tried to teach me everything that he knows, and just try to emulate him in a sense in the way that I wrestle. So to be able to tag together, I think it's going to be a really great match, and I'm really excited to see how it turns out.
Well, as long as you don't come down with a half a mask and a little cane and a robe, but I think you'll be okay. If anybody doesn't know it, Damian Adams is the illusionist, and that's part of his ring attire, and it's actually quite entertaining. He hasn't made anybody disappear yet in the ring. I'm going to be waiting for that one, though.
I'm waiting for it, too.
If that happens, I'm probably going to get the hell out of that room.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I'm sure he'll make me disappear.
There you go. Okay, so what most of the fans want to know about our guests, and I'm sure your fans want to know about you, is how did you get involved in wrestling? What made you, or who made you want to become a wrestler?
I have a twin brother, and I grew up on like a street with all guys, and I'm a 90s baby, so wrestling was popular then, and I've just always been around it. So when I finally got to see the women, people like Trish Stratus and Lita, Victoria, Jazz, all of those women were just, I looked up to them so much, and I just decided one day, I was 9, and I told my mom, like, I'm going to be a professional wrestler. And she was like, yeah, okay. So as soon as I turned 18, I had always researched, like, in hopes, like, I could be 16 and sign up or something, but D2W, I was 18 when I found it, right out of high school. So my mom said, as long as you can afford to pay for the tuition, go for it. So that's what I did.
So that's what you did. So you were peer pressured into it by all the guys that you were around.
I guess a little bit, yeah. But it was definitely something that I fell in love with, and something I always had wanted to do. So it's really cool to be able to say that I actually am a professional wrestler now.
Well, like you said, you grew up in the 90s. That was the Monday Night Wars with WCW and the Attitude Era of WWF at the time. And that people will, they'll say that was the best generation of wrestlers. Some of the older fans will disagree, like myself. I was not a fan of the Attitude Era. I was a fan of WCW at that time because I was a Golden Era wrestling fan. So to see all my guys go over to WCW, I had to follow.
Yeah, understood.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about January 23rd. We're gonna be there. So we're gonna be at 2 shows in a row, and coincidentally you'll be at both. Valkyrie Professional Wrestling.
Yeah, Chris Levin, he is the promoter, so he had contacted me a while back to do the show, and I was really excited because they're like the main women's promotion up north, so to get a chance to be on a show with some of the people that they've had is really great. I think it's really cool to have a show with all women. It's so different to showcase all women, and there's very few guys that are on their show. So I'm really excited. I'm wrestling Jennifer Cruz, so I know a little bit about her. I've met her once before, but I know Damien had trained her when she first started back at IWF. So I think with his background and him training her a little bit, and obviously him training me, I think we can put on a really good match.
Okay. Wrestling-wise, you said, Damian Adams trained you and you tried to emulate yourself a little bit like him. Do you feel that there's anybody else out there, whether retired or current, that you kind of model yourself after your style?
So Damien was trained by Rip Rogers when OVW was a part of WWE Developmental. So I know Rip Rogers also trained Serena Deeb. So she's someone that when I'm bored, I just look up her matches, and I think to me she's like it. She's perfect in the way that her style is, in the way she adapts, whether it's over here or in Japan or whatever she's done it all. Right. So as far as women, definitely Serena Deeb.
Okay. For the fans out there, just received a message, wanted a little bit more information of where they can see Deonna. We mentioned next month. That would be February 6th in Wharton, New Jersey at D2W. And also Friday night, January 23rd at 7 p.m. in Woodbury Heights, New Jersey. That's South Jersey for all you Central Jersey fans. South Jersey, Woodbury Heights, at Valkyrie Women's Professional Wrestling. And like we said, we'll be at that show. And it was actually a kick to get to meet you in person kind of before. Usually we meet people after their interviews. We got to meet you before your interview. And my God, you're tiny. You went running by, and I was like, oh my God, she's so small. Like,
I really am like 5'1". And I weigh maybe 125 pounds soaking wet, so I'm really little.
I like, we see pictures when we make the banners and stuff. We either Google pictures or we'll go to your Facebook account and use some pictures to make the banners. And you never really get any kind of real reference to how tall or short someone is, because they're pictures that you're up against a wall, someone takes a picture, or you're posing for it, or if you're in the ring, you're fighting someone that's of similar height within a couple of inches. So I'm 6 feet tall. JT, who was with me, is 6'3", and you ran by, and we both looked at each other, and we were like, "Oh my God, she's so little."
Yeah, and luckily, like, Damien is not. I don't want to say short, but he's on the shorter side for men. And a lot of the people that I've trained with are similar to my height. They're not giants. Like, being 6'3", you're a giant to me. So I haven't really gotten a chance to work with anyone that's really tall. And all the girls that I've wrestled are around my height. Everyone's taller than me, so but just a few inches. So it hasn't really thrown me off. But yeah, I'm so tiny. I've always been so tiny compared to everyone else.
Well, I guess growing up around guys and everything, and no guy is going to be like, "Oh my God, you can't hang out with us. You're too small." Blah, blah. So it's like,
no, I was definitely always one of the guys. Always.
She was one of the guys.
That never hindered me.
See, now all the ones that bothered you when you were younger, now you can kick their ass. So.
Oh yeah, definitely. They don't mess with me now.
Where can fans reach you on social media?
I have a Twitter account. It's at _ Deonna Purrazzo. I encourage everyone to follow me there. I post training updates, and sometimes I have some videos up there from training, pictures of all of us, all updates on shows that I'm doing. So that's really the best way to interact with me. Okay. Also, my Facebook, I do the same thing on there. I'm not on it as much. I don't interact as much. But all of my updates, and if you wanted to follow anything, Facebook too, just Deonna Purrazzo.
Okay. Do you have like Instagram or anything like that?
I I do. It's the same